So 3 years ago, it was after a conversation that I had, and it felt like my world was falling apart. The emotions that washed over me were fear, anger, frustration, helplessness. The first thing that I did was run straight to the barn, first stall on the right, and I pushed open the gate, shut the door behind me, and I slid down the wood paneling into a puddle of sadness on the floor. I could not believe that this was happening to me. I could not believe this was my life. The next thing that happened was my horse came in and he rested his head on the top of mine. I could feel his lips pushing down onto my hair. This is a horse that I had had for 6 years, and we had been through a lot together already. The foundation of trust that we had built already gave him the ability to just hold that space for me. Fast forward 2 weeks in, I realized I've got to push through. I've got to get my stuff together. I have horses in training. I have kids to take care of. I can't stay in this space. So I need to really power through and get control of what's going on. What I quickly realized is that that wasn't something that my younger horses that had not had that time and that foundation built with me could handle. They were very good-minded babies and had a very healthy start, but I will tell you that they could not withstand my emotional stress, my internal dialogue, my heaviness that I was bringing to the relationship. And because of that, they started to have behavioral issues. The performance was not the same. Everything really started to unravel. This is what I did for a living, you guys. I was a trainer for 15 years whose focus was on performance horses that had behavioral issues. These are my horses. What is happening? I realized this is the one thing that I had a harder time transitioning horses from me to their owners. I could give them the same technical things to do, but the results were hardly ever the same. This was the gap that I was meant to bridge. This situation came into my life as a gift. Even though I didn't see it at the time, that's really what it was for me. I really decided a year after staying stuck in this depression and this anxiety in this place that I could not show up for my kids like that anymore, and I could not show up for my horses like that anymore. And something different needed to happen. I delved into a lot of different seminars. I walked on fire. I went to different healers. I just did all of the things I could think of to expand the knowledge, expand the awareness, expand the understanding of what I could actually bring and how I could mesh it into the traditional training that I've been doing my entire life, basically. So what I created was something that I needed. This program is online. It's for 12 weeks. We have 6 online group coach calls that are hosted on a platform named Zoom. Very easy to upload, and it's free. All of these calls are recorded and will be placed in a private Facebook group. So even if you can't make these calls, you guys, they will be there. I've also added in one-on-one session with me so that I can make sure that I get to know you guys at a personal level, that I understand what you're reaching for, and I make sure that I add in what can actually support you in getting that. The next thing that we have are daily journaling. So the journals go along with the themes of the week. They're very quick to do and they keep the momentum going. Within the private Facebook group, we will have accountability partners. We want to make sure everybody stays together. Like, this is a family and we are in this together. We are all like-minded, and even though we may be in different disciplines or different levels, we all have the same goals. We're here to deepen the connection between our horses and us. We want to feel safe. We want to feel seen. We want to feel heard, and we want to feel like we're having fun, because that's the point. There is a library of videos, and they are mindfulness activities you can do with and without your horse, and also some meditations. My favorite part is the guest trainers. So I've run 3 beta courses on just the coaching side of it. And what I knew is I wanted to be able to expand the tools that people were able to pull on. And what better way to do that than bring in professionals that know firsthand what it's like to deal with the pressure, find how to have that balance, and keep that strong mindset to actually up-level everything that they're doing. You guys, these are trainers that are world champions. They've competed in the Olympics. They're authors, they're international clinicians, they are Hall of Famers, they have won fraternities. You guys, these people are not your average everyday trainers. I've handpicked each of them because I know that their values align with mine. Ability to have that empathy and be able to convey what they do to support them is second to none, and which is why I've invited them. Not only do I have these 5 locked in, I have several more that really wanted to be involved with the project and have reached out since I have started this. So there will be surprise guests within this as well. So that is ever more exciting. And I just want to say I feel so grateful that I can bring this program to you guys. I feel like it's where people start to realize it is me. I am creating issues. I know that, but I don't know what to do about it. And I don't feel like enough trainers and coaches are really blending the two. I have the knowledge of each discipline. I know what you want from your horses, but I also know how to explain to you what is keeping you from reaching all of that stuff. I fully intend to create a space that is safe for you to be seen and for you to be heard. I want you guys to feel supported, and I most importantly want you guys to be able to go somewhere to celebrate your wins, because who your tribe is, who you keep around you, who your family is through this kind of growth is everything. And we have been able to create that in each private group for our beta testing. The people that came through the program were people that had been out of horses for many years, had horses when they were young, got back into them, and then realized, oh my gosh, I have fear that was not there when I was young. The second type of people that we have are people that had accidents. So they had actually had incidences where they were hurt or they were just really scared. And they find that they're reliving these things over and over. And you guys, if we can't have fun when with our horses, then what's the point? The other people that we had were people that show. So they haul, they spend hours of prepping, they spend hours of riding and money, and then show up to the show and realize the pressure of being judged, ironically, that's why you're there, by your peers, hoping that you are going to make your trainer proud, and then just collapsing within that and not being able to manage that piece of it and not fully show up for your horse. And your scores were reflecting that. But not only that, you were tying your self-worth into your score and how well you did, which is insane to me because you guys, it's just a score. We have to get back to remember why we started this. Why did we ever even start getting in with horses? And it's because it's how it made us feel. So if you don't feel good when you're at the barn, then there are shifts that need to be made. And I know how to do that for you now. I could not feel more blessed to have found where I belong within this industry, because this feels like my home. It feels like I'm fulfilling my purpose, supporting you and being able to show up confident. And because you were able to show up as your authentic self, you're able to connect deeper with everybody around you, not just your horse. Everybody that came through the course said that the improvements that happened at the barn were amazing, but the fact that it carried over into their careers, into their families, into their relationships was the best part. That's what gets me so excited about sharing this with you guys. I want to say if there's any questions about anything that you guys want to know, please reach out to me. I want this to be right for you. The enrollment is open for 2 weeks starting today. We are limiting the amount of participants because I want everybody gets the experience they need. And if there's too many people, I feel like that can't happen. I am probably only going to run this once a year. So I would say that if you're interested in it all and it's calling to you, now would definitely be the time. So I cannot wait for you guys to join us, and I cannot wait to meet each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to learn your story and support you. You guys have a beautiful evening and much love to you.